For sale is this quaint 3-bedroom home on 130 acres of land in beautiful Texas Hill Country. Where there's still freedom, this land is unrestricted and it comes with some perks. 3 well-maintained Kubota tractors with front loaders, several caves, rare long-range views, and a fully operational downhill mountain bike park. Sort of. By the end of this video, you will understand the sort of part, and I'm gonna give you a tour of this land so you know exactly what you're getting should you have $3.2 million burning a hole in your pocket. So first, let's talk about the sort of part. It sort of comes with a downhill mountain bike park, a fully operational downhill park that's in business on Saturdays and Sundays, sometimes on Fridays. That would continue to operate should you take possession of this land. Now, let's be honest, this is going to be a massive downside for a lot of people, but for the right investor, it could actually be an upside. This is only an hour from Austin, Texas, and nearby are also Houston and San Antonio. People from those areas come out to Texas Hill Country on the weekends because it's beautiful out here. But this is a pretty unique tract of land, and the story of how this bike park came to be is actually more ridiculous than this deal.
His name is Rhett Jones. He is a senior in high school right now, and he opened up the Station Mountain Bike Park this fall.
The newest bike park in Marble Falls near Austin has something for just about all skill levels, and the park's founder is a high school senior.
Yes, Rhett is a high school student who brought Station Mountain to fruition. For a school project, basically. Of course, he didn't have the money to do it, and so he made a pitch deck, sent out hundreds of emails and phone calls, and found investors who presumably had every opportunity to not partner with a 17-year-old who had never run a business before. But as it turns out, a ranch can be a great place to park a few $1,000,000, especially if someone is maintaining it, paying the property taxes, and giving you some kind of revenue from their operations.
I found a group of land investors to invest $3 million with either the goal of making a return over 10 years or making a return within 1 year and selling the property. You can build vacation rentals, RV parks, gun range, horse trails. I don't think you would get a huge return on investment that you would see in like a downtown rental property, but free road maintenance, free septic maintenance, we will cover your property tax, we'll cover insurance and liability.
Rhett isn't making this out to be the investment opportunity of a lifetime, but he knows that for this region, the Station Mountain property has a big hill with unique potential. I personally wouldn't have the vision or stomach for an investment like this, but I sure hope someone out there does, because Station Mountain is a good time. Scott, you're hitting it too?
Yes.
Nice! So I didn't mention the deal actually comes with insurance. They're gonna pay for all the insurance, and so you don't have to worry about any of this stuff. That was smooth as anything. Dude, did my bars roll back?
Yes, they certainly did.
How did my bars roll back like that? Yeah, it doesn't look like you have to go very fast at all.
Nope, I did 2 half cranks and I went past the transition, so.
All right. Nice. So this is one of 3 Kubota tractors that you would get if you bought this land. It is a bike park, so they use these to tow the shuttle trailers up. But for the rest of the week, they're yours to use, and they're maintained by the staff here. Now, because the road is so dusty going up there, they actually carry big jugs of water on the tractor and water the road. Now, this not only keeps the dust down, but it also keeps the road in better shape. If it was just allowed to turn to complete dust, it would fall apart. And so watering the road on a continuing basis actually helps it stay together. So I've been to quite a few bike parks that have shuttle trailers. If you're used to going to a ski resort style downhill park, they have a ski lift. Ski lifts are very, very expensive and they require a lot of maintenance, inspectors, all sorts of stuff. Surprisingly, there actually is a ski lift inspector in Texas. About 15 minutes away from here, there is a ski lift style downhill park. Go figure. But the shuttle trailer works out pretty well, and this is one of the nicest shuttle trailers I've ridden in. They have 3 of them here. The way it works is you load your bike on, the racks are pretty easy, they lock onto your handlebars, and it's a lot of fun. It's a good ride, you get to talk with everybody on the way up, and in the Texas sun, it's kind of nice to get up there without having to work for it.
It's great taking these guys and they have so much fun. You can just see the smiles on their faces.
The staff is amazing, fast lift, just an overall great time.
A little bit of jumps, a little bit of tech, even stuff for me.
Truth be told, Rhett hasn't yet made any money for himself on Station Mountain. He hasn't even gone to college yet, and so this land deal is flexible. It can come with some equity in the bike park or full ownership, which I found surprising since Station Mountain is Rhett's baby.
Right now, my main goal is to pay back the investors, make the land investor happy, and secure the future of the park. Selling the land is the most obvious way to successfully do that.
Rhett is young and he likely has a bright future. He absolutely went to a very good high school and he probably could be working on something that makes money. These investors are not his family members or friends of friends. He has serious obligations right now at a time in his life when most people have few obligations at all.
Our stuff is not fancy at all, but you can tell that the vibe and the energy here is riders that love the mountain bike scene. We have 23 trails. We have a jump line with 75 jumps in one line. Creeks, wildflowers, caves. That beauty that people don't really know exists right here an hour away from Austin.
And then there's the house. I'm not gonna lie and tell you it's a luxury home, but it's actually not that old. It's got a nice tin roof. It'll probably last a really long time, and it has well and septic. I can confirm that as well. But it's really good that this property includes the house because it has a huge barn garage with 2 bay doors. And because there's a lot of equipment, you might want to keep it out of the weather or secured. Maybe you want to use the bay to work on it or have your included ranch hands work on it. And so during the week when the bike park is not in operation, you can stay there, you can have somebody stay there. Hey, you could probably even rent it out. Oh, here it is. I got a little puncture there, must have been in the rock garden. I got plugs. Okay, that was the easy part. You know I live that plug life, but because I brought this bike on an airplane, I couldn't bring any CO2, so I have the worst hand pump ever. But it's better than nothing. Of course, it's true that if I hike back to the fire road over there, the nice people at Station Mountain would probably pick me up with their shuttle vehicle. Scott, I am living the plug life.
Plug life, what happened?
Got a flat? We got an airbag over here? This is slightly scary. I don't really hit flat bags, and the lip is pretty far from it, so I'm just gonna have to trust. I'm gonna have to trust that this is the perfect amount of speed. Dude! Oh. I think I'm fine, but my shoulder really hurts. Like I think I popped it out and back in.
Oh my God.
Oh. It's worth noting that bag is designed for a smaller jump. and I could have warmed up on the smaller jump to get a feel for it, but I didn't, and so that's on me. But that was a few weeks ago already, and so I'll probably be good to ride again in a month. Maybe I'll put in some machine time while my shoulder heals. As for Station Mountain, its story is still being written. We get to watch what happens next and to some extent influence the outcome. Rhett, his employees, his investors, and the countless volunteers that help make Station Mountain a reality are nurturing a growing mountain bike scene in a place with potential that very few people saw decades ago. And I'm purposely not commenting on whether I think this land deal is a good or bad investment because I'm not qualified to make that call. But if you're out there and you are the right investor, you can write the next chapter in this story. I hope you enjoyed being part of this story. I hope you learned something today, and if you didn't, I hope you at least found this video entertaining. Thanks for riding with me today, and I'll see you next time.